This part of the show is called Devil's Advocate, where our panellists attempt to juggle a few hot potatoes of the day. We've had all sorts of topics, the environment, politics. Now, for some reason, our big question this week is fascism, the pros and the cons. This was not my idea. So, first
Not
up,
mine.
claiming that fascism is a bad thing, Nick Dixon, everyone.
Yay! Thank you. Not my idea either. I wonder who that leaves. Anyway, I'm going to... do you know what? I've had so little time to prepare this, I'm actually going to read from my notes, sorry guys, but I'm also going to speak from the heart. That's what it says here, anyway. So I'm anti-fascism. I know that's controversial now. That is my stance. I will say the uniforms were cool. Mainly the Nazis, that. Not the only fascists, obviously, but the most popular. They had the best movies. And on pure logistics, they were strong. But my point is, I was against the genocide bit. That is crucial. And the dropping bombs on my grandparents bit. Both my granddads fought in World War II and died years later of natural causes, but still, I'm anti-fascism, but not to be confused with anti-fascist, which is now a different thing. That now means you get in a black hoodie and run around America beating up innocent people, and that's Antifa. That's a new thing called Antifa. And never confuse the two. Billy Bragg tweeted a photo of Churchill with the word Antifa, and everyone thought, that's a very stupid tweet, Billy. Now I realise later, Billy Bragg is a bit like Churchill, did some good things, but now we're re-examining his legacy. So now what we have is this new medical fascism, which is the best kind of fascism, because it's the only one where you get to sit in your pyjamas and watch Tiger King. But others say we can't compare this new thing to the Nazi state. They say that's like, that's offensive, it's not like the Nazis. But I did watch a video a couple of days ago of some German people getting on a train and checking people's papers. I'm like, Germans, papers, trains, you know, bit Nazi, isn't it? But Jordan Peterson asked the question, if you were in the time of the Nazis, would you be a Nazi? And he concluded that you would, because statistically most people were. So if we did make the comparison and look at the last couple of years, you'd have to say most people would go along with it, a few would fight, and I would write some devastating tweets. What is fascism? It comes from the word fascio, meaning a bundle of sticks, which is the idea that you're stronger together. If you bunch together, Mussolini was on about it. If you come together, you're stronger. So it's a collectivist ideology, ultimately. So Dinesh D'Souza, the American academic, has argued that it's actually on the left, because it's a left-wing ideology, National Socialism. That's a controversial idea. I don't know if it's on the right or left, but I'm just saying it's bad, and I stand by that. So ultimately, it is kind of like communism in that they're both states of mind. They're utopian states of mind where you believe that the ends will justify the means, and the means tend to be very nasty. So that's why I'm against it, because I believe in God. So if like me, you believe in God, you know that man should never play God, because we should have the humility to not fall for utopian man-made schemes. We're all fallen beings, especially Andrew, but that's okay. And so I don't believe in the myth of the greater good, because a lot of bad is done in the name of the greater good. I believe in the individual doing the right thing according to his or her or their conscience, which comes from God. And that's why, unlike Abby Roberts, I'm not a fascist. But I am keen to hear her defence of fascism, if only so I can make clips about it later to use against her. So that's my bit on fascism. Thank you very much. Bit serious, wasn't it?
I know, but that's good. Like, this is a powerful,
too serious. It's a comedy
powerful
show.
argument, Nick. I think it's a bit of a no-brainer that we're all against fascism.
Let's see.
But let's see, because here's Abby Roberts arguing that fascism is good. Abby Roberts, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. What could possibly go wrong? OK, I want to start with a song, everyone. That's OK, which I've just thought of. OK, so I don't know the words very well. OK, so... Right. What good is being locked up in your home? Come to the Jabberray. Life is a fascist COVID pantomime. Come to the camp. Anyway, that's that was from Cabaret. Yeah, I'll learn the words better. I literally just thought of it. So I think fascism is great. I think it's just the best thing. And the reason I think it's great, we've embraced it. Our own government has embraced fascism, everyone. And, what could be better than looking back, as they probably have, to Austria and Germany, where fascism went really well, didn't it? Went really well in those countries, and in Italy. Because at the moment, Austria is now sort of checking people's, as Nick quite rightly said, my darling, checking people's things on the train, and also they'll be forcing people to have injections in February. How great is that? I think we should all follow that. Not that we will, of course, because nothing that Boris Johnson has ever said has come true, has it? A few months later. So I also think I think actually we haven't gone far enough. I think this government should go even further. I think they forget the, masks, just like in shops and, shops and what else is it? Shops and on public transport. I think they should have it in pubs. I think they should put masks on dogs and cats and mice and even smaller creatures. And I think basically they should also shut children at home in small cupboards, because nothing, because that's what fascism is. Fascism is just celebrating the glory of democracy, everyone. And of course, and Britain, we've never ever collaborated with any awful, evil people, apart from Saudi Arabia. And so I think that, in essentially, how long have I got? Because I literally have got no notes. Because, anyway,
less than a minute.
I shouldn't have started with a song. That's essentially what went wrong. What went wrong? Come doors. What was it? No, is it COVID's? COVID's a fascist cabaret. Put on your mask. Come get your jab. La 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 la. Your vaccination's waiting. And then there should be a big finish.
There should be a massive
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Abby. I didn't expect that.
Not did I.
A musical theatre number improvised on the spot about fascism, nonetheless. This doesn't happen on anyone else's show.